Hey YouTube, we're on E45 and we're going north. I have a few things this morning to take care of, so that's actually the reason why we are up quite early. I have a friend that I need to go to see, and we spoke about breakfast this morning, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pick up some bread from the bakery. Probably also gonna gas my car, so I'm gonna be a little late. Later, I'm going to pick up a friend on my way back home because we are going down to Aarhus to have yet another experience of IMAX. Oh yeah! We are gonna be about, I think it's 6 or 7 people today, just going down to see Infinity War. We have all been looking very much forward to this movie, so this is definitely it gives me some kind of butterfly in my stomach or something, because I'm really looking forward to this movie. Yep. So this is just Brian letting you know what's going on, and we're on our way to the bakery on E45 going north. So check in with you later. Alright. So that was the stop at the bakery, and it's right there on the back seat, right there. So I'm going to my friend and get some breakfast now, and then have a chat with him about some PC and some stuff going on out in the world. Quite exciting times. I always say that, but it is exciting times all the time. Even though there doesn't happen anything, it's just that, yeah, we all need something different to happen once in a while, and that's actually what's going on right now. So, okay, Brian checking in. Or and that is what we call gassing up the car, or filling gas on the car, or we can also call it putting benzene in the car, filling it up. There's a lot of ways to say that. This is the place we did it. It's not sponsored by those, but anyway. If Uno X should want to sponsor my driving times, more than welcome. Great sound effect, isn't it? No, Brian, it's not. It's an awful, it's a terrible one. We are on a dirt road right now, and we are going to see my friend. I don't know if you are allowed in there. We might have some information we need to discuss that's based on the future, and we're not sure what is coming and what isn't. Probably not supposed to give you too many ideas and too many inside information. Dirt road, remember that. And it looks like that. Isn't it beautiful when it's out of focus and too much light and all that? But right there, dirt road. Yeah. So you're seeing that, and let's get into the car again. There we go with the light. So this is Brian just checking in, telling you that. I'm not sure I'm supposed to show you his farm. Not infirmary. Farm. It is actually a kind of farm. It has been a farm, and now they broke down brick by brick the old house, because there was humongous fungus. Brian, that's not funny either. I think I'm quite funny today, apparently. Nope. But we're going to see him. I'm going to see him, and we'll see if you are allowed in there. We got a chicken on the road. That's not a chicken, Brian. That's a weird thing. I don't know what side to choose, but they went animal life out here. Woo! I even heard they have deer. They have deers out here, all the way out in the fields and the forest. It's actually quite nice countryside. I've been living out here, by the way. Yeah, lived here for several months. Not just 3, actually. I think it was more than that. But anyway, this is Brian checking in. See ya, take care. Need to make an out transition or something. So we're back on the dirt road again. My friend had a lot of information about everything, and that was actually quite exciting. We, of course, as we usually do, we talk a lot. So the time has run out on Brian, so I'm actually late now. I'm behind, about 15 minutes behind. So Damn it. I'm going down to pick up guy, but I will do that later. So this is Brian on the dirt road. Hey YouTube, I would like to introduce you to a younger friend of mine called William. And he's coming here anytime now. Anytime now. Anytime now. Anytime. He's here about anytime now? Nope, not yet. Nope, not yet. I don't know how shaky this footage is, because the car is quite... When I look at the screen, it's like, what? It goes like this. Something similar. Oh, sorry.
Dags, Mads, nede med opad.
Det kan du da sende, tror du mig? Hvis det kan være deromme.
Ja, skal du ikke have en bagagerum i stedet for?
Det gør du bare. Er du klar, hvis en dør den koster? Er du klar, hvis en låg den koster?
Hvor mange penge?
Helt goddag. Det er længe siden.
Dags.
Ja, du gør. Du har heller ikke glemt det alligevel, hva'?
Nej. Puh, ja.
Hvad siger
jeg har ikke noget at tænke på i morgen.
I morgen?
Eller i går.
Hvad er der galt med i dag?
Jeg synes faktisk ikke, der er så meget galt i dag, hvis jeg skulle ind det. Der er ikke så meget stress på.
Og du går?
Ja. Make me feel a little...
See ya! So today we were in at the cinema IMAX and watching the Marvel movie Infinity War. I must say it was a good movie. It had fun jokes, it has fun lines like all the others. The only thing here is that it's kind of part 1 and part 2, even though they don't say will continue, it will continue, to be continued. It doesn't say that, but still it has these kind of underline going where it actually does end up in 2 parts. And that, for me personally, destroys a movie where you really you go in to see an entire movie and you pay for an entire movie, and now you have to pay for 2 and you don't even get the punchline, or you don't get to the finish. And that's basically like what they did in the the Matrix, and they did it in the Lords of the Rings. Actually, they say in the second one to be continued. Now that just don't exactly make it into a movie where you're allowed to, because it doesn't start out like that in the number 1 or the first movie that comes out. It did not. It actually ended with blowing your mind. Here I'm talking especially about Matrix, and when it does that, it lets you fantasize what else is possible. And it was a mind-blowing movie for me, and the Lord of the Rings doesn't do that as I recall it. I might be wrong. And this Marvel movie doesn't do it either. I would say it's good. It had lots of great things in it and a lot of good fight scenes. I think they blow the budget. There actually was some, what would you say, glitch. There was some glitches in the movie where you can see that the person standing like the war machine, his face and shoulder doesn't match the outfit, and the same for the person that is Hulk. He stands in this Iron Man old suit, which is the one that's supposed to defeat the Hulk or just keep him occupied. Now the problem here is that his face does definitely not match the suit, and it's all gray and blurry, and you got these other glitches where you got these two poles where I can't remember the names, but I think it's not Glory or Grinch, just forget it. It has a few things where I think it blows the budget and makes it a hurry up with producing the movie. You're able to see it, and that is kind of sad because it seems like they had a deadline and they had to keep the budget and they had to do something, so they just fast forward or something. They were too fast about it, I think. When you see it in IMAX, which is where it's supposed to be shown, that's an amazing experience. The screen, damn, has become huge when you play it in full size. At a certain point, you had a person standing down here, and I was watching this part right here, and all of a sudden I went, where? Oh, where is folks supposed to be? It was supposed to be down here, where you had one person looking up at something, and the whole scene was just black except for this person down here, and all of a sudden the scene comes lighted up or something. It is huge, the screen. Great movie, few flaws. It wasn't flawless compared to the other Marvel movies I have seen. The producing of this has been too fast, I would say. I think that concludes my experience with this movie, and that's the end of this day. So take care, cheers, see you, adios amigos, møjn, bye bye now. Or, yeah, other would go whoosh, and other would go wah, or disappear out of the screen. I don't know. We could also do that. Holy crap! That has fallen on the floor while I was in doing all the other recordings, and it had to flip screen downwards. So, has it broken? I'm not sure. Lumix offered himself for this recording. We actually all been looking very much forward to this movie. All been looking. Sorry, I was spitting at you. And that. Sorry about that. That's a retake. Oh, you would probably know how long I've been living out here. I think it was 6 months. 6 months, 3 months, 4 months, between 4 and 3, no, 4, between 4 and, let's say, 6, yeah, okay. Yet another guy, no, I'm not gonna pick up, because I haven't picked up anybody yet. It's not, what would you call that? You would call it something like